A crucial component in law is to identify the legal issue and then to narrow it. And on the surface, that sounds really simple, doesn't it? And in the case of California versus Bryn Speecher, the legal issue is anything but simple. Speecher had been dating a guy named Chad O'Mealy for 3 or 4 weeks. And one night after she smoked cannabis from his glass bong, she stabbed Chad O'Mealy over 100 times. Chad lived with 2 roommates, and one of them called the police. And when the police arrived, Speecher had not only stabbed Chad O'Mealy using several different knives, but she'd stabbed her dog, and she was stabbing herself. She had stabbed herself in the face, and she was stabbing herself in the neck. The police actually had to use a taser and a baton just to get Speecher under physical control. Speecher was hit with that retractable steel baton 9 times after multiple shots with a stun gun did not stop her from stabbing herself in the neck with this 8-inch serrated knife. So what's the legal issue? Okay, the defense presented an expert that said that Speecher was under a cannabis-induced psychosis. According to Speecher, who's been out on bail since 2018, she had only smoked cannabis rarely, and she never actually really felt high. Okay, now the state's expert agreed with the defense expert that at the time O'Mealy was killed by Speecher, she was under a cannabis-induced psychosis. So the state of California had no choice but to charge Speecher with involuntary manslaughter. Speecher says that she hit the bong 1 time, that she told Chad that she wasn't feeling anything. And so he said, hold on, let me get you something a little stronger. Well, according to the defense, that is coercion. Speecher was pressured into hitting Chad O'Mealy's bong a second time. And that is when the cannabis-induced psychosis caused her to violently take the life of Chad O'Mealy, attack her own dog, and stab herself in the face and the neck. According to the state, Speecher was not pressured. The two were getting along. They'd been dating a few weeks, and she voluntarily chose to ingest cannabis that night. I know you're wondering, right? Was there anything else in that bong? Because I know I wondered. Well, the state says that there was nothing left in the bong to test, and that the only cannabis that they found in Chad O'Mealy's condo was from an unlicensed dispensary and had a THC level of 4%. That's relatively low. A conviction of involuntary manslaughter could land Speecher as little as 4 years. However, the state has enhanced charges because of the violence of the crime. So what do you guys think? Do you think there's a such thing as cannabis-induced psychosis? How else do you explain Speecher stabbing herself in the face and the neck? Personally, I can't help but to wonder if there was more than THC in that bong.